Coach, second scrimmage. You guys are 2 weeks away from heading to Troy, Alabama for game one of the 2023 season. Just overall feelings today coming out of this one.
Yeah, I thought guys performed well. We needed to get some situational work done, and I thought they did a good job of executing and working the situations. That's where a lot of our focus is right now. 2 minute, 4 minute, some of those end of game situations or end of half situations, just some of the differences between it, and the guys really learning and growing from there.
So a lot of red zone work today, it looked like, and really a lot of success for the offense, especially late in the scrimmage in the red zone. What do you attribute that to, and just like the stuff you guys have been doing all fall camp, really?
Yeah, the guys are doing a good job. We're not missing out on learning opportunities. Good and bad. You can learn from doing good things, and then also doing the negative and trying to get them fixed. And I think the guys are doing a good job of making sure we're remedying that. There's no doubt that there was some of that today. The guys did make some spectacular plays as far as in the red zone. A couple receivers going up and making some nice catches, and ultimately the quarterback's got to put the ball in the right spot.
So, this time of year, I think a lot of folks lean toward defense. They say, hey, early in the season, early in fall, the defense has the advantage. Do you think that's the case, or do you think your offense is up to that challenge at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I think a lot of the reason of that is just the execution piece. Offense is, it might have a good look, but you got to execute it. And then sometimes on defense we could have a good play call and drop a pass, and it turns out to be a productive play for the defense in the box score. But that's what we focus on. The assignments and the execution of every play, and then making sure the guys are doing it to the best of their ability.
And then finally, Coach, you guys are, like I said, heading to Troy for game one in a couple of weeks. Obviously, they had a really good year last year, ranked in the top 25. How amped up are your guys about that opportunity to go and play a really good FBS opponent in week one and kind of find out what you're made of?
Yeah, they were fantastic on defense last year. I think one of the top teams in the country scoring defense. So it'd be a big challenge for us, but something that's definitely exciting. It's when you get to play up and get those opportunities to showcase your abilities, especially now in this day and age. I think that's guys always want to showcase their abilities on the next stage up and see kind of what they can do.
All right, Coach, scrimmage number 2. You guys are 2 weeks away from heading down to Troy, Alabama. Just kind of overall, what are your feelings about today, how today went, and how the fall has progressed so far?
A lot of positives early on. Defended some end-of-game situations really well, tackled well. At the end, obviously we got to tighten up, do much better in the red area. So like all scrimmages, there were some pluses and some minuses, and an opportunity to evaluate guys playing real tackle football, which is the only way you can truly evaluate people.
So through the summer, through the fall, obviously we're dealing with a pretty incredible heat wave here in East Texas right now. Not a whole lot of rain in the forecast. How are you guys adjusting to keep these guys in good condition day after day and being out here in this heat?
We stress hydration, rest. We're always making sure they're carrying a water bottle with them. I think we do something really good here is we're on the field at 7:30 in the morning. We're off by 10 usually at the latest. So we try to beat the majority of the heat, and I think that allows us to have a really good practice and good performance. Because I think at a certain point, the human body just is not going to acclimate and be able to perform when the heat index is well over triple digits. So we're able to get a lot of work done and still, these guys are the most important people in the program, so you want to take great care of them.
So on the offensive side of the ball, I know a lot of Lumberjack fans are talking about the quarterback battle and things like that. And I think this time of year, the defensive depth chart maybe gets lost to a lot of folks. Everybody just kind of looks at offense. But on that side of the ball, how are you guys looking like position battles? How are things shaking out for you guys? Are you guys starting to kind of solidify who that group's going to be?
Yeah, I think we've probably got 90% of the questions answered in terms of who's the top 22, so to speak. And we got some guys that are on that bubble that have shown flashes that can, need to make more strides. And hopefully, watching today's film, we'll see if somebody stepped up and, wanted to clarify a role for themselves this year. And then, we've seen a lot of guys grow up over the past 6 weeks, and it's been really awesome to see, from where they started to where they're now. So I think we're pretty close to knowing, who's in it and who's going to be more of a scout team role for us this year.
Good deal.